Hey, this is Sharon Flood with RE/MAX. I'm here to talk about how to handle a multiple offer situation. And of course, it's going to depend on whether you're the buyer or whether you're the seller. You see, if you're the seller and you have a multiple offer situation, oh my God, that's the best scenario. Why? Because it lets you pick and choose from the buyer. You can find out who's the strongest buyer, who's offering you the best price as well as the best terms. And so it gives you a lot of flexibility. Nothing better than being a seller and having multiple buyers compete to buy your house. We've actually had the prices increase above the list price just because the buyers were so serious and competing to get the house. Now, if you're the buyer, that's a completely different situation. So your job as a buyer, when you're competing with other buyers, is to make the most compelling offer that the seller just can't resist. So when they're comparing these 3, 4, or 5 offers, they're like, that's the one. And how do we know that? Number one, you've got to give them a price that they're going to be happy with. Now, I look at pricing from a couple of different perspectives. As your real estate agent, I'm always going to run the comparable sales for the area. And that tells us how much the homes in that neighborhood are selling for. So if your offer is at market value, then you stand a better chance of having the seller accept your offer. But if you're thinking, well, I'll just make this low offer and see if there's, the seller will come back and negotiate with me. Well, here's the bad news. When you're competing against 4 or 5 or 2 or 3 other offers and you're the low offer, you're probably not going to be the one that gets selected. So it's important to come in with a strong offer. The other thing is your lender. You want to have a lender who's going to be able to convey to the listing agent and to the seller how strong you are as a buyer and that you are serious, committed, and able to close, and that you're going to be able to close on time. That's really super important. Often when we have offers that are very, very similar, I'll speak to the listing agent, the buyer's agent rather, as when I'm the listing agent, I'll speak to the buyer's agent and I'll find out what they've done for due diligence, what kind of, how strong the credit is, how strong the income is, if the buyer has their own funds for closing, that they've done all of that work in advance. And of course, the stronger your lender pre-approval is, the more likely it is that when you're compared to a couple of other offers, that you'll be the one that's selected. So of course, there's some things that are in your control if you're the buyer and you're competing with other buyers. You've got to offer a strong price. You've got to put a strong escrow deposit. That tells the seller that you're serious. Those funds are going to be used against your down payment closing costs anyway, so you're going to need them for closing. You might as well put them in an escrow account and show the seller how serious you are about buying their house. The other thing that you might want to do, and I've had some buyers do this very successfully, is write a heartwarming, compelling letter to the seller and let them know how important their house is to you, what it means for your family. Oftentimes there'll be something in that letter that's going to pull at their heartstrings, that's going to compel them to say, you know what, I want her to get my house. And so these are little tricks that we can play to help your offer shine above the others. Hey, I'm Sharon Flood. I'm with RE/MAX Power Pro. I'm here to help you buy and sell. If you need me, you can reach out to me. My number is 954-650-2676. You take care.